Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. Hope you're doing really well. We are continuing my Doctor Who journey today. Well, my Doctor Who series journey, but as a film. But yes, today we're going to be watching Doctor Who and the Daleks, the film from 1965. So only 2 years after the TV series started. This is going to be a strange one. It's completely out of canon. It's not anything to do with the show. This is something different, but it includes the characters from the show, except the Doctor isn't the Doctor, he is a human Doctor. I'm not entirely sure why they made this. Maybe it was for worldwide audiences, but we'll find out in the trivia at the end, so stay tuned for that. And also I should mention that it's not William Hartnell playing the Doctor, it is Peter Cushing. So if you want to see the full reactions to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or on YouTube members as well. But without further ado, this is Doctor Who and the Daleks from 1965. I saw the logo for a second, I thought it was ITV Studios, and I went, what? It's so weird to see a Doctor Who thing, presumably without the Doctor Who theme? I know, again, it's nothing to do with the series, but... Oh, Doctor Who and the Daleks, starring Peter Cushing as Doctor Who. Oh yeah, also Doctor with a DR. I meant to say that before. That was the only other thing I knew. Roy Castle. Oh, and Jenny Linton as Barbara. And Roberta Tovey as Susan. So we are going to get Barbara, Susan, and Ian. Oh, right, okay. I thought that was going to say it was done with Terry Nation as well, but it's just based on it. Oh, electric music by Barry Gray. Barry Gray, didn't he do the music on Thunderbirds? Believe he did? Or Jerry Anderson Productions, anyway. Physics for the Inquiring Mind. Is that Susan? Because the first time we see Susan, and that's Barbara. Yeah, when we first see Susan in the show, originally in the pilot anyway, she was reading a book, I think. And there's a doctor. He kind of sounds a bit like William Hartnell.
Goodness, Ian will be here in a moment.
Who's that?
Grandfather.
Her new boyfriend.
Oh, was it Ian?
Ian.
Yeah, they finally, in one adaptation of it,
That'll be him now.
they got Ian and Barbara together, because I've been wanting them together. It's so weird seeing a little different... Oh, so we're going to get some slapstick comedy in this.
Glad you dropped in.
Okay, so you caught me again.
Grandfather, this is Ian Chesterton.
I am so very glad to meet you at last.
Hi. Excuse me.
Most thoughtful. Thank you.
He thinks they're for him.
They're for Barbara. They're soft centres, her favourite kind.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. She was here a moment ago.
Just popped off somewhere.
Why don't you sit down while you're waiting for
I
her?
love their little home as well. Proper British. Oh no!
Soft centres.
Soft centres.
No, wait.
What is it?
A super-ionized electrokinetic pre-oscillator, and you nearly sat on it.
Oh, so is he
Part of my new invention. Would you like to see it? Come on.
So is he a scientist?
Anyone can understand science if they only put their minds to it.
Oh, I love that idea.
Oh, well, let's give Harold a chance.
Ian?
Ian, not Harold. Yeah.
My name's Ian, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Wait, so is...
Yes, better. Come along, then. Come along.
So his surname in this is Who?
You,
Interesting. And strange that he's a scientist, but they called him a doctor.
my latest invention.
What, a police box?
It looks amazing.
This is TARDIS.
It also looks like the modern day TARDIS more than the old one.
It stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space.
Do we hear time and relative dimensions in space before then in the show? Oh, I love it. They've done the introduction to the TARDIS really well in this. It's very much like what we now see in modern Who, with the walk around. Around all four sides as well. Bigger on the inside, isn't it, boy? They've even got the St. John's ambulance sign.
But it's so big in here, and yet it's so small from outside.
In electrokinetic theory, space expands to accommodate the time necessary necessary to encompass its dimension.
And she knows it.
My little fellow scientist.
We've been working on TARDIS for many years. This is the final component.
Just TARDIS, not the TARDIS. Huh.
You are privileged, young man, the first visitor to our time and space machine. I can now set the controls for anywhere in time and space that we wish to go.
Well, I think I ought to be.
I thought you'd all be in here. Hello, darling.
Hello.
I love they've even got a door lock on the inside. The TARDIS. Oh no! Was that the lock to keep it in place? The anchor, handbrake. That's it.
Do you know what you have just done? You have transferred us in time and space, and I hadn't even set the controls. We could be anywhere in the universe and at any time. Rather exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know how you do the magic with the inside of this room, but as far as being somewhere else in the universe...
You're not where you were before. Yeah. We've moved, dear boy. So are they on the Dalek planet? I've forgotten the name.
Grandfather,
Oh, the light on the police box thing doesn't light up. You can't really see it.
There must have been a forest fire.
The heat must have been indescribable. It's turned the Earth into ashes.
Oh, well, the soil can't be that bad. It still grows these shrubs and trees. Look at that. Ooh.
Jump.
A petrified jungle.
It is all dead.
This is most interesting.
Because this is a replication of the Dead Planet episode.
Perhaps we could be making our way home now, huh?
I like them as the trio.
Miss the chance of learning something about an unknown planet?
And the Doctor.
I for one am going to investigate. Come on, Grandfather.
Can we investigate the planet, Doctor? Let's, please. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. This is only 2 years later. This set is very different, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of this was a reuse of... No, I was going to say a reuse of the actual Doctor Who sets or TARDIS. But they wouldn't have had the rights, I presume. Hence why they've called it DR Doctor, probably.
It's a Lilium Philadelphicum.
Is it now? It's a Lilium Philadelphicum, is it?
Interesting. It's a large flower that probably spurts water. Oh no! Broke the flower. Oh wait, that happened before, didn't it? What is that? Oh, is that the petrified? Yeah, petrified lizard creature thing. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's broken now.
It was another soft centre.
Oh, I like that. Little
We should
seed.
never know what that was, will we, Susie?
A petrified lizard creature. I can't remember what it was in the show, but it's similar to this. Is it the Thals? Was that who they were?
Upon my soul.
It's a city.
But how it's water.
Extraordinary indeed, Doctor.
A huge city.
And they've done the model of it as well.
No life, no movement.
Not a thing. Oh god, someone's gonna pop up on them.
Let's investigate.
Oh, yes, let's.
Let's. I love it when they used to do that. Back in the day, like the famous Five.
Place is dangerous. I can feel it. I wish we could leave.
Can't leave without the Doctor.
Doctor Who.
It's still weird they're calling him Doctor Who.
Susan's just found a city. Wouldn't you like to explore it first?
No.
Well, they're expecting me at home. I think we should go back.
Oh.
And we've only just started our adventures. What are they up to? They're going to get them lost. Oh, I appear to have lost the key. Yeah, well, they are going the wrong way. We appear to have lost the TARDIS. What a shame. Oh, I love this. Oh, look, it's the Thals, isn't it? I've got this very loud.
It's me.
It's only Ian. I love the TARDIS. It looks so good.
It's not
Fresh.
possible for any human form to exist on this planet.
But they do.
It was a hand. It touched me.
Well, I'd like to find out who or what it was.
Rather you than me. We don't know where we are, what period in time. We don't know what might be out there.
Well, that's creepy and ominous.
The scanner.
Wait, no. Oh, the scanner. I thought you said the spanner. I was going to say, don't tell me he's got a sonic spanner instead of a screwdriver.
Can't you set the controls for home?
Certainly.
Won't do anything.
You got us here. You might as well get us back.
We'll press that button on the floor again. Okay, so that must be how they do it instead of the console in the middle.
What's the matter?
There's something wrong somewhere. I'll try the fault locator. K7, the fluid link section.
The fluid link, like in the show. I'm sorry I'm comparing stuff to the show. It's broken.
Yard out of position. Some of the fluid has run out.
Have you got a spare?
Yeah.
No, you don't need one. This just needs refilling with mercury. I have some in my laboratory.
So you have to go to the...
Supposing there isn't any mercury
City.
on this planet.
You'll just have to try the city. It's about the only place we're likely to find any.
You cheeky man, you.
Be careful!
I remember the episodes all too clearly, so I'm trying not to compare it to the episodes too much. Just sort of drawing reference. But they've done it well. Don't worry, it's not a bomb. It's medication, wasn't it, for them to not get ill, I think.
Looks like some sort of drug. I shall make some tests on these when we get home.
That'll be some time. Hey, they've done this. And this looks good. Yes, starting to get ill.
What's the matter?
Are you all right?
Just a little tired,
I don't feel too well myself.
Must be the attitude. Take a good deep breath, lad.
I believe it's the atmosphere that caused them to be like that,
I suggest we all take different directions.
from what I
And then
remember.
all meet back here. Right, now you come along with me, Susie.
You two stick together. Or not. Ah, the doors! Look at that design. I love that they're like a proper... This just doesn't open. It traps him. Is the floor going to open up instead? Yes, hello? Oh, I love the wall designs with the lights behind. In the show, it was just metal, wasn't it? No, that opened it. You're kidding. Is he going to stand up and it's going to just shut? How is that going to work? Leave a shoe on it? Or a rock? Unless you make a run. It's shut, but it knew what it was going to do. And he just went, no. It's shut beforehand. Dalek. Camera eye things. Actually, like little mini Dalek things. I love that he's still trying. A little bit. The Doctor and Susan in this, so they've got that proper relationship there, like a grandpa and granddaughter would have. Yep, she's been caught again. The wall decorations.
Let's try the other way.
It's just massive bits of foil.
Susan, dear, you sit on
Stand on there, yeah.
When I shout, you run just as fast as you can.
But that's not going to work. And then she'll be trapped outside, wouldn't she?
Oh, Susan, run as fast as you can.
Oh god. Good. Yay. They did it. I can't wait to see the Daleks in colour.
Not too fast, lad.
Classic Daleks.
Come on, lad.
Careful.
What is it?
Listen.
It's sci-fi sound effects. Oh, is this the main hub room? Look at that. It's like a headquarters of some kind, Doctor.
Susan, dear.
The fact that the Daleks are supposed to be able to use that stuff.
Measuring instruments.
I suppose
But
they
to measure
can.
what, I wonder? This is some sort of Geiger counter, and it is past the danger point.
That's
Very
it.
high level of fallout.
Yes.
Then we must find Barbara.
Yeah, the atmosphere has got radiation in it.
If we do, we can't leave until we get some mercury.
Young man,
I made it up.
there is nothing wrong with the fluid link.
Yes, that was it.
Please forgive me.
What? You got us into this? Ah, it looks so good. Hello, Doctor. I've got to remember back to when I did the episodes and I made a little animation thing of the Dalek going, hello, how are you?
You will move ahead of us, follow directions.
They look so good. Are they new model design? No. Okay, thank God they only used the fire extinguishers on them.
Search him.
No, don't take the fluid link.
Come this way.
Ah, they've even got the light on the end of the... Yes, proper light on the end of the eye thing. I don't think at this point in time... I'm trying to remember the Daleks from the classics now. The Daleks from the classics didn't have a light at the end at this point, did they? Look out, look out. There's a Dalek about. Oh, she's in... Yeah.
Goodness,
She's in a prison cell thing. Yeah.
Ian, what happened to you?
Oh, it's nothing.
He'll be all right in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh. At least we're all together. How do you feel?
I feel the same.
We found a Geiger counter upstairs.
Radiation poisoning.
Perhaps the result of some vast atomic war. All the time we were in the open, we were exposed to it.
What's going to happen to us, Grandfather?
Unless we can get some treatment, we have little hope of survival.
Our prisoners are showing signs of radiation.
Yeah, so are they new designed Daleks, or are they the same? They look different, but...
They must have found something that makes them immune, while we must remain in these protective machines and cannot go out of our city.
So, oh, they got the big screen. The tops move slightly when they turn because of the actor.
If some form of life does exist outside this city, they must have discovered an anti-radiation drug.
Outside the city.
I love that they got the voices. Oh, the iris opens as wow.
There were two peoples on this planet, the Daleks
And the
Thals.
Hey, and they still call them the Thals.
Most of the Thals perished in the war. Those who survived horrible mutations. If we get the drug,
The box medication.
without it, you will die.
Did they keep hold of it? No, they put it in the TARDIS, didn't they?
I'll go.
Yep. Careful. None of them can go, but Susan looks like...
Susan!
It is too dangerous.
This one is so nerve-wracking because in the show, I think Susan was meant to be about 16, but she looks an age that could go out and venture by herself. She's older, whereas this Susan is... I don't think they've said her age yet. They may have. But that's very young to be going out by herself. Oh my god, has she got to go down there? No, don't let her go down there. That's a cliffside. She must have been petrified. Even the actor, I was going to say, must have been petrified going down there, because it's quite steep. There's a storm coming. By the way, production design on this, brilliant. Oh, turning station as well, I love it.
The young one is approaching the forest.
And the fact that they're keeping an eye on her.
Only value is to bring us the drug.
Yeah, for themselves.
To duplicate for ourselves. Let them die.
Yeah, God, I remember when I heard that in the show, I was like, no.
Now the Daleks have taken it from him.
Yep.
What are we going to do?
Escape, get the link back, and get back to the TARDIS.
Hope nothing happens to Susan.
Hopefully not. Even more terrifying because she's just so young to be out by herself. What are those things? God, the sound effects are so loud on this. Brilliant and terrifyingly done. This bit's becoming like a horror film. Or Labyrinth.
Who's there?
Oh, we just see little bits. And you don't know what it is. I love it. What is it? What is that? Is that a man with a suit on? What is it? Make sure to lock the door. I'll say they shouldn't be able to get in the TARDIS anyway, but they can in this version of it. Stranger danger. Watch out, there's a Thal about? Yeah, it's a Thal. Similar makeup to the show as well. Still stranger danger.
Who are you? What do you want?
We want your medicine.
My name is Elidon. I am a Thal. I'm sorry I frightened you. Make sure you knew how to use the drugs I left you.
The others are prisoners of the Daleks. They sent me back for the drugs.
Do they want them for themselves or for your friends?
They say for themselves, but it is for them.
I shall give you a second supply.
Oh, good. You can keep and hide. Brilliant.
They said you were a mutation.
This form, 2 hands, 2 eyes, has always been best for survival.
But they called you monsters.
They are in comparison to the Daleks,
If they called us monsters,
I suppose.
what must they be like?
Evil creatures. The sound design on this is so good.
Anything else from your ship?
No.
Are you sure? You're lying. The hell was that?
I think something. Show it to me.
No, don't. Oh, please tell me that was just the normal one, wasn't it?
Give these other drugs to your friends.
Oh, right. So they so they did allow them to have the drugs in the end.
So a Thal gave you this cake?
Right.
His name's Aladon, and they came here in search of food. He said his people would gladly give
Oh no, I forgot they could listen in.
if the Daleks would give them food in return.
We do not need their formula. We can make it ourselves.
Dissect.
All these protective machines move beyond the limits.
The one thing that's different about them to the actual Daleks is they talk a little slower.
Oh, there is a better way.
Because they're trying to make it sound more robotic, probably.
A trap, yes.
A trap.
Will they not suspect?
Oh god. I wonder if they're going to do the same as in the show. Because in the show, the trap was food, but it wasn't just food, it was toilet roll as well. I wonder if they're going to do that in this.
I have brought you more food and water.
Oh, yeah. I love how they get out of things. Well, I wonder if they'll do the same thing.
The small one is to come with me.
What for?
No,
You
wait.
have the drug?
Don't take Susan.
Dang,
Why? What do they need it for?
we are going to help the Thals.
Oh, yes.
What you want us to do?
Did you not take Barbara instead? Or Ian?
How do they know we wanted to help the Thals?
Because they're keeping an eye on you, dear boy. That thing in the middle there, isn't that like a lid to a mixer? A drinks mixer?
Only to help to be friends.
The cameras.
Now sign your name.
I forgot they did this.
I found it.
Yeah.
Up there.
No!
That's how they know what we're doing.
Damn.
All we wanted was this message.
Yep.
When the
Bye-bye.
Thals come to collect the food, we will destroy them.
Well, you've just told Susan all of your plans now. Yeah. Good girl. But you can go boop, boop, boop. You can undo the things, the security cameras.
What on earth are you two doing?
Or you can jam it in the end. I can't remember specifically what they do. But
We'll be able to talk without them seeing or hearing.
like a screwdriver.
Is it going away?
Yes.
I'll hold you.
Our prisoners are intelligent.
Yeah, very intelligent.
Why not exterminate them?
More dangerous than you. Salt and pepper pots.
Let us exterminate the Thals.
Them saying exterminate like this sounds weird. Normally it's exterminate. Whereas like this is exterminate.
And we have them where they can do no harm.
Oh, trust me, they can do
They're
harm.
bringing the Thals into a trap.
And they all get together.
If we could find a weakness in the Daleks.
I know of one.
They can move easily, and they have weapons which can paralyze or destroy. There is nothing we can do.
Oh, it is the same thing. Their weakness is the same. Because of the flooring. I've just noticed the flooring has got the metal strip thing.
Suppose the Daleks refuse to help us.
Then we shall have to start back for our own country.
It's amazing they redid all of the outfits and everything.
I found this at the gate of the city.
It is for the young girl.
Yeah.
The Dalek people wish to make friends with us. Food will be left for us in their great hall. We are to collect it tomorrow.
Oh, jolly good. It's a trap.
Their ancestors waged a great war against us, destroyed our planet.
There's no reason not to believe their good intentions.
Well, what do you mean there's no reason to not do it? Like you just said, they waged war on you, on your ancestors. More than enough reason. It does kind of hurt, Doctor.
The doors, the walls,
Yeah.
the floor
Metal.
are all made of metal.
Yep.
Perhaps this is the Daleks' weakness.
It still
Whenever
is.
they move, there is a familiar odor.
Get the same smell from the Dodgem cars.
It's the metal over metal.
Electric power, but some form of static electricity. Those armor suits they wear are actually machines that pick up their power through the metal of the floor.
I kind of wish I didn't know all the stuff from the episode already, but it's fascinating that they've still used all the details. I love it.
But what can we use as an insulator?
My cape.
Yes! Well done. Again,
Made
another
of
thing.
some sort of plastic material.
Gonna be easy, isn't it? Excuse me, Mr. Dalek. Would you care to move on to this cape?
Yeah. Hello. Sorry. Let's stand on this, please. No, come here, darling, come here.
We stay outside in the corridor.
You can't get near them without being seen.
Trick them in.
Throw Susan's cape over it.
Then what do you use to insulate him from the floor?
Good point. Unless a jacket, maybe.
I think I've got it.
Oh, good thinking. Some bits I don't remember if they did it in the show, so I'm just
Just a little farther away from the door, Susan dear. All ready, Barbara?
Oh, that does not look nice. Come on. You can do it. I have faith.
He's coming.
The tension. Oh, it was a lighter they did that with, right.
Take this.
Okay, thank you. Quick, now.
Last you till tomorrow.
What are you doing? Oh, right.
What is happening?
What is going on?
Dalek!
Yes.
The way it turned around. Yes. What do you want, human?
Try this.
Sounded more like off of Rainbow. Sound more like Zippy. Sorry, it's not funny. But it is kind of funny.
It worked.
Brilliant.
Well done, everybody.
Do you think he's dead?
You and Barbara go and keep watch on the corridor. Put it over there. Now you get inside.
What for?
Pretend you're a Dalek. If we meet anyone, you're taking us to be
Because
questioned.
that was a Dalek they took out, wasn't it, in the cloth? Brilliant.
Hatch coming down.
I can't see anything.
What?
He sounds like... I love
Hey, this
that.
thing's full of controls in here.
Ready, Barbara? Right, round with it.
Surely when that goes back on the thing, is that going to
When you went back to TARDIS.
All right.
I thought maybe it'd be a little bit electrified. Oh, they're gold. Oh, that's cool. Little soundtrack, I love it.
There's a big door with a Dalek on guard.
Now it's up to you, lad. Courage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ouch. Dalek Ian. Who goes there?
Stop! The prisoners have been called for questioning.
I have not been informed.
I just realised the first voice. Yeah, the first voice we hear there is Ian doing the voice. Hold her.
Shall I help you take them?
No, close the doors.
That's how they've done it. Beautiful. Brilliant.
I have just passed the prisoners.
What?
Can you get me out of this thing? It's hot in here.
Did they not realise they shouldn't have had the prisoners in that area? No, is he trapped in?
Movement order for the prisoners. Hold them.
Uh-oh. Can't open the door.
Hurry up and get me out of here.
You're trying, lad.
Hurry up and get me out of here.
The door is locked. They must have fused it. Emergency alarm.
What was that?
An alarm bell.
We tried to push it up from the
What do you
inside.
think I've been doing?
It sounds so funny. Can you get him off the metal? It might be that. Quickly. They're about to set light to the door. They loved using this kind of thing in 60s, especially 60s sci-fi or like things that cut open the door. They found something that looked great in shows and films, and then they just went, "We'll just use that." How are they going to get around it? No, you can't leave him.
Ian!
Oh no. Well, they don't know that Ian is in the Dalek, though, do they, at the moment? Oh, he's shaking. There's a nice little touch there, though, the shaking.
But even if he does get out, he's stuck down there. Oh, Grandfather, we can't just leave him.
No, go back down. I seem to remember don't they kick him down the shaft or something, or? Where are they? No! Is Ian okay? Oh, God. Oh, he's already gone.
Stop it. Bring it down.
I made it out. Uh-oh.
We must find a way out.
That door's not got a waiver thing on it. Maybe it's an automatic one. Ooh, what is that? The windows.
The Thals are coming for their food supplies. They're walking straight into an ambush.
They are to be destroyed. They must die.
They must not escape. The lift shot reminds me of...
Give me a hand. 3!
Yes! Although I seem to remember, in the original one, don't they knock the Dalek down the lift shaft, don't they? Not that. I like them knocking the Dalek down the lift shaft. Kind of shows their vulnerability of being able to be pushed. Oh, so is that their supply in this one? Not toilet roll. Just water and bits of bread, maybe? I love just the shot of the panels as if they've got some master scheme. They are coming. They're hiding. Don't be fooled. It's a trap. Behind you. At least they got through. No, don't come through. If you look over there to your right in front of you, yes. God darn it. Oh, yes. Place of food. Surprised they haven't closed the doors by now. Careful. Oh, at least they all escaped.
Thank you for warning us.
We were not in time to save your friend.
We came in peace.
You are different from them, and they are afraid of anything different.
Yeah, you are a threat.
They try to destroy.
If we could reason with them.
They are beyond reason. They wish only to conquer.
What can we do then?
Fight them.
Oh, right, so they're gonna fight.
We're a peaceful people.
But even when you know that they would kill you...
The last war destroyed almost everything on this planet. Left it like this.
Yes. Left it petrified.
I wish there was some way we could help you.
You must go.
Could they not help them?
We shall survive.
Goodbye.
I can't think of how they would help them, but...
Come along, children.
They can't be it. They can't... Oh.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. That can't be it. That can't be the way they leave them. Goodbye.
The drug of the Thals has been duplicated.
They're in black and white.
Test it on this work section if it is effective.
Yes. Oh, is the ship staying there? It doesn't want to move. Unfinished business. Did you put the thing back in? I think they did. You know, the thing you took out.
Fluid link.
Yeah, the fluid link, yeah. Papa's like, not again, that bloody fluid link.
Only the Thals can help us.
You saved many of our people, but we do not wish to kill others.
They could find a way of getting out of the city. They have weapons, you have none.
Yep.
We will not fight.
They're a peaceful race.
Help me! God,
Oh, no.
not be able to leave these machines or go out of the city.
You're stuffed.
We will destroy the Thals without leaving the city. We will explode another neutron bomb.
Yes. Which is ridiculous, because they would be affected.
When shall we explode the bomb? Immediately.
These writings contain a complete history.
But then it means that they would be even more... They wouldn't be able to leave at all, then, would they?
There was a great civilization here once.
Destroyed by the war.
But you can rebuild it, man.
Civilization that was once their own.
Why do you keep these writings?
To the history of our people.
Yeah.
A history that will end with this generation unless you are prepared to fight for its survival. Not
so much fight, but try to reason. Can't really reason with the Daleks, but...
We will not fight.
My dear boy, got to. You have no choice. They've replicated this a lot. I love it.
Lad, young man, do you know why the Daleks held us as prisoners? They wanted to experiment on us. Perhaps if we gave them one of your people instead, they might return the piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Take her to the Daleks.
They're trying to show that, yeah, he's trying to show, see if he stands up for them, to fight for them. Yeah. Yeah, see? You do need to punch him, though.
I thought you were our friends.
Proves you will fight.
You will fight for something.
For love and honour of their people. It's like, thanks. You maybe get punched, Doctor.
That neutron bomb will be ready for explosion in 1 hour.
Do you know what I really like? It's interesting that the camera work is also on a like pedestal type, like the Daleks. as if we are a Dalek. It could even be on something like what the Daleks are on to do that.
The fourth side is protected by mountains and a deadly swamp.
Oh, yes, the swamp.
5 of us went looking for food there one day.
One of
my
us
brother
came
and I came back.
Yeah.
What happened to the others?
We found them. What was left of them.
The swamp is alive with mutations.
Yes, the mutations of their people, I think it was, yeah.
Led by our brave friend.
Ian's like, me? No.
We'll go with him through the swamp.
Hey!
Why me? Fine.
All right.
I'm strong.
Our long-range scanners detect movements by the dolls.
I wonder how they're going to do something in this. So, at the end of the very last episode, Barbara is very flirtatious with one of the Thals. And I wonder if they'll still do that because Ian and Barbara are together in this.
They cannot pass, they will die.
Oh, yes, they will. From the swamp.
We'll never get through. We must try.
Yeah.
The swamp's full of mutations. You keep your fears to yourself. I don't want you upsetting the others.
I said it in the show and I'll say it again. Set design back then was stunning. Even the simplest of things looks amazing because they are practical effects.
All right, rest.
Oh, I could do with a wash.
No, don't use that water. It's the swamp water, isn't it? Or the lake by the swamp. Oh god. Something's going to be in there, isn't it? Oh. It was a horrifying shot.
Thing in the water.
What was it?
I don't know. I didn't wait to find out.
Look!
Filtration of water?
The Daleks must get their water from here.
Pipes must go straight through the mountain. Perhaps into the city of the Daleks. Right, come on!
Careful. The moon! Look at that!
Get me out!
Oh no!
Get me out!
It's like quicksand. I think it's just a marsh, but it's a bit like quicksand. Something's going to grab you from the water.
Stay with her. You, come with me.
Okay. he's got a knife. No, Barbara, no. No. Well, he's gone.
What's happened to Elliot? Where is he?
Get out of here.
Dead.
The Daleks have the entire city surrounded with electronic instruments. Now, to get past the walls of the city, we must find a way of approaching them without being detected.
But you're a man of science.
Take out the electronic devices.
Yes, but it's not all that easy, young man.
I can't remember how they defeat them in the end.
Well, we're lucky they don't go underground. We can follow them straight over the mountain.
Look at that matte painting. That looks so cool.
We'll climb.
Climb?
Love the matte paintings from back then.
I was only thinking about Barbara.
Beautifully woven in with the rest of it. Oh, it might not be a... No, I don't think it is a matte paint. I think it's just a wall that's painted like that. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. It kind of reminds me a bit of the Forbidden Planet. And also a bit like 2001 Space Odyssey as well. God, if they fall from there, they're doomed.
Come on!
Grab her arm. Oh, mate, don't hold on to Ian's shoe like that. You're about to pull him down. Oh, careful. Don't fall. Well, they've gone up that far so far.
This is...
That's a great shot of the Dalek. Imposing and evil.
Will be more radiation on this planet.
And you will die, probably.
Destroy!
That's so creepy, but such a cool shot.
Ancestors should have won. Destroy the Daleks!
How did they do that? Did they link them all up to the same trigger switches instead of the one? It does them all.
All we can do is follow the pipes.
Brilliant.
We must be over the worst of it by now, huh?
Well, you'd think so, Ian. You'd think so.
Right, come on.
Oh, what are you thinking?
I want to go back.
Yeah, I was going to say he doesn't want to go on.
No, you're not. We'll be killed. We'll never defeat the Daleks.
No, you're about to get... Well done. Run! The other way.
What have you been doing?
Now there can be no question of going back.
Being an idiot, that's what I've been doing.
I told you to watch the cakes. Now you've burnt them.
Oh, yes, the cakes. The cakes.
Yes, the cakes are now... What on earth is that like? Oh, right. Why is she doing that? That's going to be a signal, isn't it?
May I borrow that just for a moment? Do you have any more of these mirrors?
Why, yes.
Collect as many as you can.
Why?
They may be our way of getting into the city.
Oh, I've forgotten how they do that. This is very similar, though. This is brilliant work. Production design for this film. Phenomenal. To write this similar to the show as well. Oh, look at that!
What you going to do?
Terrifying.
We'll use this as a safety line.
Oh, careful. Okay, he did it. I mean, it looked like a huge gap when you saw it a second ago.
Now you.
It didn't look like that when he jumped it, though. Carefully. Oh, God. Look, it looks like a huge gap.
I think I need a longer run.
Yeah, just a bit. Probably would have got Barbara over first, though. Careful.
Don't worry, it's easy.
You sound very sure.
Coming over.
Don't worry, it's easy. He sounds very confident. The lighting there is brilliant. The light behind the rock. Okay, she's okay. Yes, catch it.
You must jump. It's the only way.
Yeah, but he's thinking, oh, jump. Of course. Just not with the rope.
Catch it.
Thank you.
Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Look, I'll catch you.
Ian, don't say that. Oh. Oh, no. I forgot. Heart in your bloody throat. I was terrified, but then I'll remember it just after. Ooh, what is this? Visually, it looks impressive.
Short-wave light radiations that should confuse their detectors.
Ah.
They are attacking.
That's so clever.
We can take them by surprise.
Oh, yes. What? It opens up.
Stay where you are.
Whoever that was that fell down there, is he okay? Someone fell down the gap, didn't they?
Do not move.
Oh, they're stopping them from climbing up by removing. Yeah, they're removing the rocks. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
No, Antodus, no!
No. They could have got you up. I mean, it takes the weight off of Ian. Oh,
hey!
Bless him.
Get me out of here!
Wait, he's okay.
He's alright.
So they saved him in the film because he died in the show, didn't he? I think.
But why must you destroy the Thals? Why can't you live together in peace and share your knowledge?
We will be the rulers here. We will share nothing. We will explode the neutronic bomb. Begin the countdown.
No!
100.
Countdown from 100. Why? That gives people plenty of time to get in the way.
The Doctor and his granddaughter have been taken prisoner by the Daleks. Now it is up to us.
What can we do?
We can fight.
Well, that was a cool shot. Yeah, the font on the thing is the Doctor Who and the Daleks font, I think.
In a few minutes, they will all be dead.
I have something to tell
Gotta
you.
be something.
You do not know how we came to this planet.
Oh, I have a time machine.
You took a vital part of it from me. You will see that it must belong to some complicated machine.
I have it here. Where is the machine?
In the petrified forest.
We will use it to conquer other planets.
But you could not operate it without me.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need them.
Find a way.
No. Great, so now he's giving them that and they'll get rid of them. They started to change things, at least I think so, because I don't remember them saving the other guy, so... Oh no!
How do we get in?
They've caged it off to stop the Thals. Can she actually fit through the gap? What is she doing? Ah. Well, that was easy. It's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Found here, emergency.
Yes, that invading!
Stay where you
No.
are.
No! It's also occurred to me they don't have the
Stay where you are.
fire extinguisher type cold smoke thing. Please tell me he falls down. No, he doesn't. What? Didn't know it did that.
Reporting to
Sorry, I just love this in black and white on those shots. I didn't know that the spray smoke was so powerful.
Destroy them.
Because in the Classic Who episodes, isn't it?
Where you are.
It is like a proper laser thing. It goes. I think. Yes, you are. Yes. Yes. They knocked him down the lift shaft.
24.
Oh god, quick! You've got long. I love that they let Suda's Dalek and put it down. No. I thought I saw someone. Shoot each other. Yes. Brilliant.
Come on!
Come on. Huzzah! Destruction. Oh, so cool. Yeah, so it really does bring destruction, those the spray guns. It could be that they're just using the spray for the filming stuff, but God, that's terrifying. The timer. The timer.
We're destroying the planet!
How? Really? Oh, flippin' egg. What's his name was under that as well? Ian, the actor.
All right.
What happened?
Thank God it didn't hurt him. I wonder if that did hurt anybody whilst they were filming. They're out of action now. Yeah, that computer crash thing was bloody intense. Yep, they're all out of function.
They're all dead.
Yes.
Jesus, 3 seconds to go.
That's my lucky number.
I love how much of a... He's such a sort of a bumbling fool in this. Brilliant though. I do like those two as Ian and Barbara. Oh, they've saved them and the planet. Stop them from all of their...
You saved our people from the rule of the Daleks.
Yeah.
We do not have much with which to thank you, but we would like you to take these.
Aww.
Thank you so much. We will treasure them.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Eh?
Goodbye.
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 Bye.
Goodbye.
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 Yeah, see, that's different to the in the show, because they all go in on the show.
You'll look pretty funny wearing that in London.
Hey.
It looks like... Didn't expect him to hit the door. That's so good.
Now we'll return to our own time and place.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, you look lovely. Hey, does it work now? Oh, they got the coloured lights in the TARDIS as well, which reminds me of the new TARDIS.
Now, if you'll open the door, you'll find we're back in our own little garden. Always nice to get home, isn't it, children?
But are they? No, they're not. Ah, that's not our garden.
Hey! You want to see what?
Lock the door. He's trying.
Well, do something!
Did he whistle as well? Roy Castle as Ian is blooming fantastic. I really like him. I like them all as the characters, as the alternative characters from this strange alternate dimension of Doctor Who. Brilliantly executed that film. The effects, the filmmaking style, the everything on that. The Daleks looked amazing. Seeing the I think they were new sets, but they were very reminiscent of the original sets that they used. The TARDIS being so much different was a really nice touch, because it's meant to be a scientific ship, time machine that's called TARDIS, not the TARDIS or not the ship. It's TARDIS.
Well, I made up the name TARDIS from the initials, time and relative dimension in space.
TARDIS?
It stands for time and relative dimension in space.
And yeah, they've made it feel very sci-fi. Like he is a scientist, and this is what he's made in his garden shed, basically. That looks like a police box, which is never really explained, was it? Was that explained at the beginning of the film? They just said, oh, it looks like a police box. To fit in, maybe?
What, a police box?
Of course not.
This is TARDIS.
So it's really interesting to see them bring the Doctor as Doctor Who, and that is actually his name, because obviously in the show, his name isn't Doctor Who.
My name's Ian, Doctor Who.
thoroughly enjoyed, even though that was pretty much step-by-step remake of the show's storyline of the Daleks. That was brilliant. Really lovely. Seeing it in colour, seeing it sort of in a widescreen format, and seeing it just all fresh and with different people playing them, and seeing just a slightly different take on it. And also them saving the Thal that I don't believe they saved in the original, which was a nice touch. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did save him in the original and I'm just talking rubbish. Either way, absolutely fantastic.
Get me out of here!
He's all right.
Thank you, by the way, to you guys. You recommended this to me many times, and you've also recommended to me. It's funny because Dalek Invasion Earth was the first one you guys recommended to me. I looked it up. Thank God I did, because it turns out that was the second in the films. Although I have a feeling that people did recommend that to me when I was watching the Daleks storyline, so that's probably why, because you guys went, well, this is just a remake of the show's version. Do you know one thing I was a little bit disappointed with? Is the one person I thought was going to be in it wasn't in it. Bernard Cribbins. Bernard Cribbins is in one of these films, so I presume, and you guys are probably going to say this, I presume he is in the second film. So I'm going to have to wait a little longer to be able to see him in that, because I'm going to be watching season 2 first, and then I'll watch that film. Yeah, I really like the differences in the Daleks in this one, where, as far as I know, they didn't in the originals, at least from my memory. I don't remember the Daleks' eyes lighting up, the eye stalk. I don't remember them lighting up. And even having the lens aperture type thing opening up in the eye. I don't know if the classic Who ones have that. Hey, maybe that's where modern Who got the idea from with the eyes, is from this. Still, absolutely loved it. And I quite like the idea with their weapon being that spray, because it doesn't seem dangerous at first, but then it really is. And also it's very practical for on the set. Right, I think what we'll do now is we'll check out the trivia for this film. Yes, just looked it up. Bernard Cribbins plays Tom Campbell in the 1966 film Daleks Invasion Earth. So there you go. We've got to wait until the next film to see him. I presumed that in the show, I'm sure they've not necessarily said he's a Time Lord, but said he's an alien. Or, said that he's not human, at least, from another planet, etc. Because they haven't even mentioned Gallifrey or anything yet. As far as I know, he's only ever called Doctor Who when people say, Doctor Who? Yeah, but I believe in the credits of the classics, they call him Doctor Who with a DR Who, even though, as far as I know, he's never explicitly called in an episode, at least as yet, Doctor Who. He's just the Doctor. I think it's just meant to be a mysterious name because you don't know his actual name. You just know him as Doctor. And yeah, in the credits of classics, he is Dr.Who. Anyway, it says here that he would soon be identified as Doctor Who in 1966, The War Machines, The Highlanders, and The Underwater Menace. The later revelations that he was an alien time traveller, specifically a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey, had not yet been devised. Yes, I knew about that, but I do believe it was referenced that he was from another planet.
My civilization. I tolerate this century, but I don't enjoy it. Susan and I are cut off from our own planet.
Roberta Tovey, who played Susan, was 11 at the time of filming this. Yeah, so they aged the character down for this, because I believe in the show she's 16. Aww. As an incentive, Roberta Tovey was paid a shilling, or about 5p now, by director Gordon Flemyng every time she did a scene in one take. She made so much money, Flemyng didn't offer her the same deal for the sequel. For the modern day comparison, a shilling from 1965 had the buying power of £1 now, there we go, or about $1.30. Oh wow! To stir up publicity for the film, Tuesday 25th of May 1965 saw a squad of Daleks descend on the Cannes Film Festival. Among the startled attendees to encounter them was John Lennon. I can only imagine John Lennon's face. Bemused, befuddled, slightly entertained at the same time. Ah, there we go. I think I was kind of correct when I said I wonder if this film was made for more international audiences. So William Hartnell, who had played the Doctor in the television series, was reportedly very disappointed to be replaced by Peter Cushing for the film. I thought Peter Cushing played a really good role, but Peter Cushing was cast because he was better known to US and international audiences. I didn't know this. Apparently Doctor Who was temporarily banned from using the Daleks. You learn a new thing every day. I suppose it's because I don't really go into the information about Doctor Who after I watch Doctor Who episodes. I kind of just give my thoughts on it. Whereas with film stuff, I always tend to go a deep dive into the information about it. Yeah, even after the classic series came to an end in the late 80s, the agreement still stood that the show's writers would own the characters they created. Nation would die in 1997, but rather than the rights reverting back, they became the property of his estate. Therefore, when Russell T Davies began developing the Doctor Who revival, the broadcaster needed permission from the Nation estate to use the classic villains. Oh, there we go. In 2004, the BBC and Nation's estate both released statements announcing that the Daleks wouldn't be a part of the new series. The studio explained that they offered the very best deal possible, but ultimately we were not able to give the level of editorial influence that the Terry Nation estate wished to have. The Nation estate, however, shot back at the broadcaster, claiming that they were trying to ruin the brand of the Daleks. Yeah, then goes on to say, not long after the statements were released though, the BBC and Nation estate reopened negotiations and were able to smooth things over. Apparently Gordon Flemyng did not originally realise that the Daleks' dome lights only flash in synchronisation with their speech, and consequently had them randomly pulsed to make their scenes more visually interesting. Yes! This caused problems for Milton Subotsky when the film was assembled in post-production. Editing the footage meant that he had to severely rewrite some dialogue to fit the flashes. Probably hence why they sound like they do, when they sound like they're talking like this instead of just talking normally. There you go. This resulted in unavoidably staccato delivery for the creatures. There you go. When I was watching the film, I didn't realise that was the reason why they did that. Now you know why. But I suppose it does sound very Dalek-like, very alien, very robotic. The male Thal extras, largely performed by Covent Garden porters, oh cool, negotiated a special fee for having their chest and arm hair shaved. I did not think of that. I suppose that would be a thing that had to be considered. Didn't even occur to me. Peter Cushing was offered the role of the Doctor in the official Doctor Who television series on 3 occasions. Wait, I think I do remember hearing about this. Yeah, he declined. He later regretted the decision. That would have been interesting, because I think he really plays the Doctor well. I don't know for some of that if he was trying to do a bit of a William Hartnell impression, because a lot of the things that he does in there were very Hartnell. So I do wonder if it was a slight impression of William Hartnell. Yeah. Lava lamps can be seen in the Daleks' head cores. Yeah, you know where there was that thing that looked like the top of a alcohol mixer, because there was that, and then around them there was 3 lava lamps. Oh wow, lava lamps, as seen in that scene. They were invented in England in 1963, so 2 years prior to this, the same year as Doctor Who. I wonder if that's why they included them in there as like a little hint at going, well, these were created then, just like Doctor Who was created in 1963 as well. This may very well be their first use in a motion picture. Other notable changes between the TV series Doctor Who and Doctor Who and the Daleks. In the film, Doctor Who has 2 grandchildren. Susan and Barbara were her... Wait, I never thought of that. Yeah, at the beginning, Barbara says that the Doctor is her granddad. That didn't even occur to me, because I'm so used to Susan saying the same thing about granddad, etc. So in my head, I think I'd originally thought, oh, that's Barbara, because we'd already seen Susan, or we'd seen a little girl, so I just presumed that was probably Susan. So I'm glad they showed it that way around, because otherwise I would have thought that Barbara was Susan because of her calling him granddad. Never realised that. Yeah, because there's a bit of difference there. You got Ian as the boyfriend. They weren't teachers at Coal Hill School. And yeah, they don't work together, and Susan and Barbara are related. Yeah, in the TV series, only Susan is related to the Doctor. Ian is Barbara's boyfriend, but in the TV series, they work as teachers in the same school. The Daleks used for this film and its sequel were slightly redesigned for the big screen. Oh, the BBC acquired a number of these Daleks after principal photography was completed, and they appeared on TV in the 1965 episode The Chase, before the movie was even released. Oh, that's so interesting. So we've got to look forward to the actual premiere of the Daleks we saw in this film in a previously made production in the episodes of the actual Doctor Who, which is so strange that the official Doctor Who grabbed props from the film version of Doctor Who, which isn't official Doctor Who. I wonder what they did with those Daleks. I wonder if they kept them like long term, or if they just used them for the chase or for whatever. No, since there were only a handful of qualified Dalek operators, dancers were brought in to play stunt/extra Daleks in big battle scenes, or in those scenes where large numbers of Daleks were needed. I suppose it works because dancers have, they can move really well on their feet and they can glide, so I suppose it works. Initially, the Daleks were going to shoot fire. Okay, that would have been even more terrifying and very dangerous, and people were going to be more frequently screaming. But after the script was sent to the BBFC, it would have been horrifying and would have given people nightmares and not suitable for a child-friendly movie certification. That had a child-friendly movie certification? Really? You got the creepy shots of the water, you got the massive hill rock thing. There's so many weird things in there. Then again, I did say when the girl was climbing down the rocks, I said that would be terrifying for children. And the being lost alone in the woods, that kind of thing, would be absolutely terrifying. As a result, this was changed to CO2 fire extinguishers. There you go. I was right. They were fire extinguishers used. Yeah, when the filming commenced. That's brilliant. I was thinking they looked, and from what I remember, they kind of sounded like a fire extinguisher. I just thought, they could have been, smoke guns, like propelled smoke or something. Oh, wow. Keen amateur florist Peter Cushing, I didn't even know he was an amateur florist, contributed the name Lilium philadelphicum for the flower Susan discovers growing on Skaro.
Looks like a tulip.
It's a Lilium philadelphicum.
Is it now?
Also going to Barry Gray, the person who did the music. This wasn't on the trivia at all, but I really wanted to look this up because I said, wasn't he the guy who did the Thunderbirds music? Things for the Jerry Anderson productions. And I was right. He was. He did Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Fireball XL5, Cosmos 1999, Stingray, the UFO theme, Space 1999, basically anything pretty much that you can think of to do with Jerry Anderson. It looks like he worked on it. So two of my main favourites, though, Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet. So it was planned to show one of the denizens of the Swamp of Mutations, but the prop constructed for the sequence was deemed rather unconvincing. Oh, so that's why they didn't include any of the swamp creatures. That makes sense. I kind of think it works, though, if you just don't see it, and then it's more mysterious that way. I think one of the other things I didn't do in this as well, there's that shot at the end of one of the episodes where the Dalek's eye stalk goes up to Barbara and she starts screaming against the wall. Ah! That's not in this either, but still love this. It was a nice take on the show. Yeah, with the swamp mutated creature that couldn't be used. In contrast, the writhing creature designed to be glimpsed inside the Dalek casing was judged too unsettling for a family audience the film was aimed at. But they did show that. Or is that the reason they only showed the arm thing that came out? Oh! You guys would have been screaming at me in this when I was going, the Daleks' voices, blah, 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 and talking about my love of Thunderbirds. The Daleks' voice was recorded by voice actor David Graham, the voice actor, yes, of Parker from Thunderbirds. Didn't know that. The voice didn't even sound familiar to me. Yes, lady. Didn't hear anything resembling that. I suppose it's a very unique voice. And yeah, does the voice completely differently for the Daleks. The edition of The Eagle and Boy's World, read by Doctor Who. So that I saw the eagle on that book he was reading right at the beginning. Read by Doctor Who is volume 16, number 12, published Saturday, 20th of March, 1965. Susan reads Eric M. Rogers' 1960 textbook, Physics for the Inquiring Mind, The Methods, Nature and Philosophy of Physical Science. Yeah, it's funny how the Doctor is reading something that feels so simple. The Eagle and Boy's World. And yet, Susan is reading something very intense. Barbara is also perusing something very intense as well. The Science of Science. This, and then this dates it, but this is so cool. So when I was growing up, I had a VHS of a specific film, and I used to watch it all the time. Mary Poppins. This film released in the UK the same week as Mary Poppins. Terry Nation's writing credit on the film resulted in many reference books over the years, erroneously enlisting him as creator of the television series. Oh dear. At one point, the Black Dalek orders the launch of a neutron bomb. Although such a device did not come into being until 1981, the concept had been discussed as far back as the late 1950s. And Terry Nation and David Whittaker were both aware of the idea when they'd worked on the original TV scripts. Peter Hawkins and David Graham provide the uncredited Dalek voices in this film and the sequel. This makes them the only actors to reprise their roles from the TV show. Wait, Wait, David Graham? Or did I find that out ages ago and I'm just being a numpty and I didn't realise? Oh my god. I think I might have found that out then ages ago. It does ring a bell. Oh, weirdly, he's also in Peppa Pig. It says, no, the Doctor Who Thunderbirds. Peppa Pig. Oh wow, this is an article that is now unlisted, so I don't know what the article fully says, but I can read off the brief bit it gives me on Google. Whatever it turns out to be, it's wonderful to think that David Graham, now 98, will once again be heard voicing the Daleks 60 years after he did it. And that's in the Doctor Who recolorization that includes new scenes.
Stay where you are. Report detonation in 50 rels.
I didn't know that they added new scenes in. I know that weren't they gonna combine the episodes of the Daleks together into one story. By the way, if you do like the original story, or if you want to check out my reactions to the original story, they're all available on the channel. And if you'll see the uncut, where you can follow along with me, queue up your versions of the episodes, and you can watch them with me, they're available over on Patreon. They completed their contributions over the course of one dubbing day, Peter Hawkins and David Graham. It's a shame they're uncredited though, they should really have got a credit for that. Oh, Barry Ingham and Jeffrey Toone, I believe they are the two main Thals, you know, the head leader of the Thals, and then the guy they always speak to, Eladon. All I know is that those two I think are Thals in this. They both had major roles in the TV series of Doctor Who. Ingham played Paris in The Mythmakers from 1965, and Toone was Hepesh in The Curse of Peladon in 1972. Interesting that Peladon is very similar to the other guy's character name. I did not know that Marvel Comics had a Doctor Who classic comics. A US comic book adaptation was published by Dell Comics in 1966 with artwork by Dick Giordano and Sal Trapani. It was subsequently reprinted by Marvel Comics in 1993 as issue 9 of their Doctor Who Classic Comics line. I didn't know they had a Marvel comic. Oh, cool. There were 18 Dalek cases used in the film, 10 dummies, and 8 functional hero props with operators. I wonder if the other 10 dummies were used in the background of that scene where you see them all talking together, which is still such a great shot. I still wonder if they got them all to say that at the same time so perfectly is because they were all wired up together as one switch. The Daleks of the Series 9 two-part episode The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar were heavily inspired by this film. Didn't know that either. This was also the first Doctor Who production colour. Yep. Actress Yvonne Antrobus was unavailable for post-synchronization after shooting of the film was complete. Thus, while she is seen on screen as Dione, her voice is provided by another unnamed actress. Oh wow, I did not realise that. Never occurred to me that her voice lines were dubbed. As of 2021, both of the Peter Cushing Doctor Who Dalek feature films are part of the Studio Canal film catalogue, whom in turn have restored and reissued the films both on DVD, Blu-ray and streaming on-demand services. Whereas most of the Daleks in the movie have a claw attachment at the end of their arm, the Black Dalek and at least one other sport the familiar sink plunger from the TV series. Yep, I saw the sink plunger and I was like, yes, you gotta have a sink plunger in there somewhere. This film also utilised whatever existing exterior sets was still standing on the Shepperton Studios lot. Please tell me that they used the original sets. It feels like they did because it's very similar. Maybe they just meant sets on the lot, because the sets are different in some ways, but they could have reused the sets and redesigned them. That's still interesting though, because even the exterior sets are very similar to the original series. They've got stuff that looks pretty similar. I suppose the outside of the Daleks building doesn't look too much like the originals, because in the originals it's just walls that they spin. They're almost doors that spin out. The screenplay to this film was credited to producer Milton Subotsky, with uncredited additional material by David Whittaker. Whittaker gave Subotsky some support in writing the film. As the Doctor and the Thals are waiting to attack the city, Susan admonishes her grandfather by burning the cakes. Yes, this mirrors the story of Alfred the Great burning the cakes whilst in hiding during the height of the Viking invasion of Wessex. Well, that's a very interesting, very out of place bit of information there. Thank you very much for that. Anyway guys, that's all the trivia I've got for you from Doctor Who and the Daleks from 1965. I hope you really enjoyed that, both watching the film and checking out some of the trivia as well. Really enjoyed doing this. You guys are amazing, and you really request some absolutely fantastic stuff. So thank you so much for suggesting this one. I absolutely love the series itself. So if you haven't checked it out, I have been watching the Classic Who storylines. I am now up to the end of season 1. So stay tuned for more of that soon. And don't forget, you can also check out the pilot episode along with every other episode so far. And if you want to see any of the uncuts, they are over on the Patreon page. I hope you guys are doing really well though. Thank you so much for being here and for joining me. This is the first time that I get to use all of my Doctor Who type assets that I use for the TV episodes, but in a film reaction, like the TARDIS transition and the Time Vortex end credits. Oh, and also the Dalek. I get to use the Dalek. I'm going to use it. I know it's a different type of Dalek and it's actually from the TV show and it's in black and white. But yeah, I'm going to use that as well. It's the Dalek saying subscribe. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, whatever you're going to be doing. Hopefully you get to, you know, adventure a little bit and yeah, time travel for some things. Go and jump in the TARDIS. Don't forget, if you haven't already, then consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel for more things like this. Obviously more Doctor Who, classic or modern, because I'm going to be watching the new series, and also more things far and in between that aren't Doctor Who related as well. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys for another adventure in time and space at some point in our TARDIS. Bye-bye.
Do not forget to click below to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burra, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tilly Chum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim K, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Sue Pro, Naja in Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninia, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, and Robert Williams. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.